I think the Fantastic Four just got their swagger back. Oh! Because we just got our first official reactions to the Fantastic. All of these reactions really sound fantastic. And they got me ready to run through a brick wall, man. And I wonder why I think I have CTE. But it ain't all sunshine and rainbows, because some of the reactions aren't so great, but those ones are coming a dime a dozen. And either way, me and you know what we gotta do. We gotta talk about it. And boom, man, you know what? Doom! You looking for this? So to lube you up before we penetrate these reviews, and like a Randy Orton RKO out of nowhere, the social media review embargo lifted today, like 20 minutes ago as of this recording, which is a big deal because it was originally supposed to come out the Monday night after the premiere next week. And the interesting thing about this all is that reactions started to leak a couple of days earlier, where you had people who had connections inside the industry like Robert Meyer Burnett, who by the way I love, and industry insiders and scoopers confirming these reports, saying that these people that watched Fantastic Four a little bit early absolutely loved it and adored it. So I guess Marvel Studios must have looked at these leaked reactions like, shit, if they're all loving it, fuck it, he got 4 more for you. Let's open the floodgates of everyone who watched it early to give their reaction. But enough yapping and foreplay, let's get into clapping some cheeks. Because Andrew J. Salazar of Discussing Film says that Fantastic Four, above all else, is a story about family, where each member of the team is equally as important to one another. None of the characters are underserved, and each actor perfectly portrays their comic counterpart. And the retro 60s aesthetic works on all fronts. Moving on to Brandon Davis over at Phase Hero, he said that Fantastic Four First Steps is visually one of the best things that Marvel has ever created, saying that it feels in part like Interstellar and that it demands to be watched in IMAX. Galactus and Silver Surfer both look incredible, and the VFX overall was immaculate. Now, interestingly, Brandon Davis contradicts Andrew J. Salazar's review, where he says that the casting characters work enough, with Sue being the one that stands out above the rest and being the real heart and soul of the team. I think we kind of all figured that would be the case, but it is interesting to see that this hit people different. He did say that Johnny ended up being his favorite character, and that Paul Walter Hauser, who was revealed to play Mole Man earlier this week, steals every bit of screen time that he had in this film. But Brandon Davis only ended up liking the movie. Now, while it does bring some of the fantastic, he feels like it could have been more, saying the story didn't really hook him and some of the family beats didn't really work, although the action scenes were great. And overall, he wanted to love it, but only ended up liking it. Now, these first 2 reviews are interesting because Andrew J. Salazar kind of had the reverse feelings on Superman that Brandon Davis had, where Andrew J. Salazar kind of liked it, but Brandon Davis loved it. Moving on to someone else's opinion that I respect, we have Matt Neglia at Next Best Picture. He said that many will say the Fantastic Four First Steps is fantastic, and they'll be right for several reasons. The 4 main cast members are excellent, Michael Giacchino's lively score is instantly memorable, and the 60s retro futuristic production design and dynamic visual effects are a delightful treat rather than an eyesore. The story's focus on the theme of family can feel a bit overdone at this point in the MCU, and the villains aren't the most compelling, but the cast does a lot of heavy lifting to make you deeply care about these characters, their relationships, and the end of the world stakes they face. Combined with Matt Shakman's snappy, confident storytelling, this is an intriguing and satisfying first step for Marvel's new team, easily the best depiction of this quartet on screen to date, as the MCU continues to regain control of this ship and steer closer to Doomsday. I've heard enough.